Welcome to the demonstration of sending emails in FloData. Watch and learn how sending emails in FloData is fast, simple, and requires only a few minutes. The first step is to create the flow. Click on the plus sign above the words New Flow to create your flow. Input a name that you would like to call your flow as, a tag name that will help identify what type of flow this is, and a short description detailing the processes of the flow. Now, open the flow. On the right side, under Transformations, search for Generate Rows. Drag and drop this step onto the grid. This step will create our variables, which we will then use to set up our email. Firstly, change the limit at the top to 1. Next, we need to add some variables. Click the plus button to add new variables. There's a lot of information going in, so we will have about 8 different variables. The first variable is sender name. This will store the name we will be using on the email. This will be in string format and will have a unique value of John Doe. The next is destination. This will store the email address of the account we want to send to. Following this is subject. This will store the header for our email. Next is port. This will store our port number, which is necessary for sending an email. For Gmail, the port value is 465. Next is username and password, which will store the login information for the account we are using for our sender account. For the purpose of this video, after entering in password and the type is string, I will be skipping to the next variable. The next variable is from, which will be the email address this email will originate from. Finally, we have SMTP, which is our mail transfer protocol. For Gmail, it's simply smtp.gmail.com. Next, we need to drag and drop a mail step onto the grid. This mail step is the step that will actually be sending our email. Connect the two steps. Now we need to match the previously made variables with the entry boxes. For destination address, select destination. CC and BCC are optional. We did not include any of this for this example, but in order to add CC and BCC, simply make an extra variable in the generate row step, add the value in, and then match these in the entry boxes. For sender name, we are going to pick sender name. For sender address is from. Now in the server, we need to add our SMTP server, which is SMTP. Port is port. Under authentication, select these two checkboxes. We do need authentication to send an email, and it will be an SSL type connection. Authentication user is username. Password is password. As we already said, the SSL is the connection type. Under email message, check the three boxes on the left. Under message, subject is subject, and comment is also subject. If you have a different body, you would include that in a variable and select that in the comment. Now, save the step, save the flow, and exit out of the flow and run. After this flow successfully completes, we will be able to see an email in our test email account. The logs have been completed. Let's review them. As we can see, the mail has written an email to the next step. Now we'll come into our email. As you can see, we have one from John Doe that says hello all. Send it at the same time as the log. This is our email. Thanks for watching. For more information, send us your queries at info@flodata.io or call us at 209-755-6464.